guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jenna if you guys are new here, and welcome to my Notion tour. You guys, first of all, I hope you guys watched part 1 of this video where I kind of went through how I'm planning my Notion and how I'm blending it with using my traditional planner. But this video is all about Notion. I'm gonna give you guys a full Notion tour, and it will also include a free template. So everything that you guys see is the free template that is available for you guys to use. I just ask that if you use it or talk about it, just, you know, add my name, give me the credit, because I did really spend a lot of time making this template to fit my needs. And I hope it also fits your needs if you're someone that also likes to use a daily to-do list on paper or habit or mood track and just kind of do a bullet journal like me. I want to blend both. And I think that Notion will really help me just kind of decrease my overall anxiety, decrease the possibility of burnout this year, help myself prepare for success throughout the whole entire year. I just think that Notion is such a powerful tool. But if you're like me a couple weeks ago and you know that it's powerful, you know that it's helpful, but then you open it up and all you see is like a blank screen of nothing, then you guys, that's why I'm here for you. I made a template for you guys that is very simple, it's minimalistic, I think it's also aesthetically pleasing, but I do think it's also functionally kind of everything that I need without giving myself too much overkill. And the link for it will be in the description box below. And I do want to say, if you want a Notion that will be like your full-blown planner, everything you need, check out these creators here at the bottom of the screen, and I'll also link them in the description box, and I'll also link them in my Notion template too, because there's other creators that are using Notion more holistically. For me, I just want to blend it with my traditional planner and use it in the way that I need. And then lastly, this is not a Notion tutorial, this is really just a Notion tour and me showing you the blank template that I've made for you guys. I think that's everything. If you guys want to see the whole Notion tour, then let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, you guys, here is the Notion template. This is the one that I made for you guys. The one that says Jenna's Life is like my own personalized template. It's the same exact template. I just kind of have my own personal notes and thoughts in there. So obviously those things are private. So for the purposes of this video, I want to go through the whole entire template that you guys would download and duplicate yourselves. This is the homepage, and I have just like a little disclaimer here for anyone in the future that finds this template, just kind of like a little bit about myself. And you guys can delete this whole entire section once you read it. You can just use the little dots right here and then click on delete. But this share button should actually say duplicate on your end, and then you'll have your own template like this. I did also make a free Canva template for all of the banners, and it's just an easy way for you to customize your own banners if you want them to say different things, if you have just like different subpages and stuff. But this is your overall homepage. I think it is so beautiful. I love it. It kind of just gives me everything that I need. At the top of your dashboard or your homepage, you'll see 3 different widgets, and one is for the weather, one is for like a life update or just kind of life progress bar, and then one is the time. So all of these widgets are linked right here on Indify. You can make them yourself, customize them with the colors and the location that you would like, and then you can copy and paste it through the embed command, which I'll just show you quickly. You just press the backslash and then you type in embed, and then you can embed your own link, which is what each of these 3 widgets are. So that's how you do that. But I just think this was such a beautiful and minimal homepage. You have personal, passion, and growth and development. And then in the personal section, if you guys watched my 2023 planning video, this should be not very new because I did show you guys this already, but this is just a place for you to put your yearly goals. I have it sectioned out between giving yourself some cute photos and reminders for you guys, and then 3 different sections for you to have different buckets of goals, because I think that 3 sections is a really good sweet spot, at least for me. But again, this is completely customizable to you. That's what's really great about Notion. And then you have a quarterly breakdown and a monthly breakdown where you can kind of go a little bit further and choose which sub goals in each bucket you want to put in your monthly breakdown. So this is your 2023 goals. And then at the end, I also have a little blurb for more intentions that you just want to keep top of mind. So they're not really goals, but they're just things that if you were to go back to this page, you would read these bullets and kind of just remind yourself of what you want to focus on this year, aside from actual goals. So I really like this. And then on the bottom, you have a link to the monthly goals and reflections. And then at the end of every single page, you'll have a backlink to go back to your homepage. And then in some pages, this kind of applies more to the monthly goals and reflections. There's a little archive page where it kind of just serves as an archive for any previous goals or things that you just want to not throw away, but you don't want to look at all the time. So for example, if you wanted to put something in your archive, then you would click and drag to kind of highlight everything, press Command X to cut, and then Command V, which is paste. So that's how that would happen, but we'll just put that back. That's how you use archive. And then on a month-to-month basis, if you want to go a little bit deeper into your goals, there's a monthly goals and reflections page. And then this is where you can kind of talk about your monthly goals, how you're going to accomplish them, kind of flesh it out more and think about it, write about it. You know, that's what Notion's for, which is really nice. And then at the end of the month, you can fill this out if you want. This is just a thought dump to kind of describe what that month was, any memorable moments, things you learned, things you want to improve on. I believe this part of the end of month reflection is from Jules Acree. I was inspired by that because I think she has something like this in her weekly check-in, but she's one of the creators that's linked in the description box. So that's the end of month reflection. Then, like I said, if you wanted to put stuff in the archive, then you would highlight everything like that. And then moving on, we have our weekly check-in. And this is something that I aim to use every Sunday night or Monday morning, where I just have a lot of stuff on my mind. I don't want to feel anxious about it. I don't want to forget about anything. And I just need to kind of like let my thoughts out before I start the week. This was also inspired by Jules Acree, and this is specifically inspired by her How I Plan My Week video. I just kind of made a more simplified version for myself, but this whole entire layout is specifically from her. When you're ready, if you want a smarter template, she makes her own templates and you can buy them from her and support her in that way because she spends a lot of time in Notion making it perfect for her. This is the weekly check-in. It's like a mixture of journaling, tasks, and then any reminders. And then in the middle, you have a tasks to do this week where you can just kind of list out all the things that you have to do, categorize them. If there's a due date, you can add that, what the status or priority of that task is. And then I have a little checkbox because for me, I use an actual planner to do my daily to-dos. So that's kind of the checkbox that I would have of like, okay, I did capture this thought in my planner. And then I have a section here for you to add your vision board because I think it's really fun having a vision board. It takes like 30 minutes to make. It's not hard at all. So if you make your own, you would just press replace and then you would upload your own. That's the vision board. And then that's it for the weekly check-in. Then you have random journal entries. This is just something that I don't know if you guys are like me, but I like having a paper journal too. But I know that there's times in my life where I don't have my journal at hand and I have a lot of thoughts, or maybe I'm feeling like extra emotional and I just need to let stuff out and I write it in my notes app. Well, now that I have Notion, I can just write the random journal entry in Notion and then archive them. Once I realized how many random things I track on my notes is when I realized, okay, I could actually probably put this in Notion and like put it to good use. So that's what the random journal entries subpage is for. You just write the date and then add whatever thoughts. So like, for example, I'm happy to film my Notion tour right now. You guys get what I mean. I just think it's really nice because you can access Notion on your phone. So instead of having your journal at hand all the time, if you're just kind of on the go and you need to write something out, it's a really good place to do that. That's what the random journal entries is. And then I believe that's everything for the personal section. Again, if you want to make more subpages or just modify this to your needs, you definitely should. And then I have a passion section, which is my passion, YouTube. If you guys don't already know, I do work 9 to 5 in corporate. I work internally at an accounting firm, but that's not what this Notion is, you guys. My Notion is for my passion. It's for my life. So I like to separate out work in that way. So instead of writing work, I just wrote passion. I ended up changing it. I think originally it was called work, but I have the personal section and then I have the passion section. And it starts with my YouTube posting dates. This page was also found via Jules Acree. I just really like the way that she made it. There's a table of all the videos where you can write out all of these different thoughts that you have. You can tag everything where you need to, put in the status, the published date, any tags, and then there's a board view of the same thing. This is the view that I like over the table, but then ultimately I'm using this page for my published dates just because I want a simplified version of what my posting schedule looks like so that I can kind of move things around as I need to. And then below is just for ideas. So these are two separate databases. They're not really related that much, but one is for your actual videos in progress and then one is just for ideas. That actually reminds me, I didn't show you guys the calendar page. This is your calendar page. You have a section here for your links, any other social media links that you would like. I just have Timetree here because this is the only other calendar app or thing that I use. This is something that my boyfriend and I use actually to plan out all of our social events. So I have links here and then I have plans to be made for things that I just don't want to lose but I haven't planned out just yet. And then you have your monthly calendar here. And then on the everything tab is just every single thing you've added to this calendar, or you have a second tab for a different tag that you like. So for me, I have YouTube. So this is just a way for me to see any like things I need to receive or any due dates or meetings or things, just kind of stuff that I want to be able to see filtered out or not. So that's there. And then below that, I have the same YouTube posting schedule that I just showed you guys. So these are two separate calendars. I just want to be able to see my posting dates in a really minimal way without any other clutter. So that's just the way that I did it. Again, that's just how it would fill my needs the most. Okay, again, back to passion. So that's the YouTube posting dates. I have a YouTube brain dump page where I can just add different videos ideas, any branding ideas, any creators that I like that I wanted to come back to and look at later on. That's kind of what this brain dump page is for. It's just for, again, this used to be a different note in my notes app. So I just thought it would be good to have that here. And then lastly, in the passion section is your focus hub. And I'm really, really excited because I just think that this is a really cool page. So this is what I would imagine if you're either a student or if you're working, if you just need to be in the zone and get some work done, you want no distractions or anything, you would have this Notion up on your desktop, make it full screen, don't look at anything else, and then you can start your Pomodoro timer. I have it set for 50 minutes, but you can change it for whatever time you would like. And then you just start your timer and you start working. And it's just really nice. You have your time on the left, timer on the right, and then your list of tasks to do. And I made this very simple and minimal because I just want something to have on my screen so I don't even feel the need to look at my screen. I just have to get work done. So that's kind of what this focus hub is for. It's a way to just kind of remove any distractions for you and look at the timer and just kind of get going with your workflow. And then below I have different spaces for you to put links to your Spotify playlists. I know Spotify has the ability to embed your actual playlist so it looks like a widget, but those songs in the widget only show you previews, like 30-second previews. So for me, I just added links to the actual playlist that I make. And if you guys want them, they're here. But these are the songs that I like to listen to when I need to work. And then I have two different study with me, work with me videos that I'll put on too. So if you put the video on, you obviously don't need the timer, but a lot of times I just think it's nice to have your screen filled with something that doesn't distract you. So that's what the focus hub is for. And then that's everything for your passion section. Lastly, we have the growth and development section. I'm so excited. I just think the growth and development section, that's where you really add your customization, you guys. If there's anything that you want to track, again, go to your notes app and see what things you like to keep track of. That's kind of how I made the growth and development tab in all of its sum pages. We have the 80-20 lifestyle. This is just a really big 2023 goal of mine. So that's what I have here. I just kind of planned out everything. I have a meals and recipes little area too to track different recipes. And then I also have weekly dinner planning because I do want to incorporate meal planning, but only for dinners so that it's not overkill. That's what I have here. It looks pretty simple. It's just another table. The more that you guys are in this template and the more that you guys are in Notion in general, you'll be able to learn how to use it. So I hope that this template just kind of serves as a really good support system for you if you're just learning Notion, because I could have used this when I was first starting Notion. So that's 80-20. And then let's see, the next page is your therapy notes. I did leave some of my notes in there just because I made it universal for you guys, because these are some things that I've learned from therapy that if any of you maybe are considering therapy, I hope that this kind of adds as a little bit of encouragement to start it. But I just have different topics and then different notes just because I do take notes during my therapy sessions. So that's something that I would like to track, and that's what this subpage is for. And then next we have our books and media hub. I'm really excited. I think that this page is really cute too. I just kind of thought of, I knew I wanted to track the books that I wanted to read. So I made this little page where I can track all the books that I've read. I can track the status, the date finished, rating, and then any notes. And then if you actually open up the page in the database, you can save any memorable quotes or notes that you have. I'm reading Think Like a Monk right now, obviously. So I have all of these quotes that I've liked to save. And then I have a different tab for movies and shows. And then I have another tab for different podcasts because I think that, I don't know, sometimes I like to listen to podcasts and take notes, not all the time, but this was just one example of like female friendships that I was taking notes on. I don't know. And then I just have some words of encouragement here. Reading to the mind is what exercise is to the body. Self-care means giving yourself permission to pause. And then stop glorifying being busy. Grab a book and just rest. I made that up. But I think this is really cute. I think adding images is what makes your Notion look a lot more like aesthetically pleasing. So I just thought it was really fun. These pictures are all found on Pinterest also. And then at the very bottom, we have links to the actual full databases. So let's say I just wanted to look at all of my books and not look at it in this little template. I can look at it as a separate page here at the very bottom. So I hope that makes sense. If you guys have any questions about the template, please feel free to leave a comment. I hope that this is all making sense. Again, I myself am a beginner, and I feel like this template is very beginner friendly, or like beginner proof, because it's actually a lot simpler than it might look. Next, my things to remember or quotes I like page. This subpage kind of serves as a page of encouragement for me. If there's ever things that I found inspiring or things that I want to remember in the future, that's what this page is for. I can track different things and I really like it. I think it's really cute. I just added like little things here and there to get you guys started. And then lastly, we have ideal routines. And this is a way for you to kind of map out what your ideal routine is, whether it's a morning routine, your workday routine, or your night routine. And this is really just an exercise for you to know yourself what would make a good day for you. This is in no way like me saying I have to live this way every single day, every single morning and night, and if I don't, then it's a bad day. Even just conquering one of these bullet points can make it a good morning, work day, or night. But I do think that it's actually really valuable to know what makes a good morning, work day, or night for you. I just thought overall this was a really good exercise for me to do, especially in the new year. I wanted to be able to define what would make an ideal something for me. And hopefully if I know that and I write it out, then I can kind of keep it in mind throughout the year. And I can just look at this page to remind myself of what I defined as an ideal routine. And yeah, I think that's it. And then I just have some photos. Fun fact, this actual photo is my work from home setup. But okay, and then that is everything. That is the Notion. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I hope I didn't go too quickly. I just wanted to go through every single page and kind of walk it through with you guys. So excuse me if I was speaking too quickly, but I spent a lot of time on this. I worked really hard, and I do really want to make it free for you guys because I want anyone to be able to use this and feel more welcomed and more comfortable with using Notion, because before I made this, I had no idea what I was doing. And seriously, shout out to my friend Jess, who took the time to show me what Notion was really like. And then watching more videos about it, I just feel like a lot of the people I look up to use Notion as a means of support for them. So I hope to bring myself less anxiety, less stress, and just no burnout whatsoever using my Notion and coupling it with my traditional planner. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you guys are subscribed. I film a lot of vlogs, a lot of week in the life vlogs, day in the life vlogs, work vlogs, just kind of everything. I just love sharing my life with you guys in my mid-20s and onwards. So I hope you guys are subscribed, and I hope you guys enjoy using Notion. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you're not already. I post new videos every Tuesdays and Fridays. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video, but until then, miss you already.